Dear Monday, nobody likes you. If that man don't want you, sis, let him go. Let him go. Stop chasing him. He is not yours. We do not own anybody. It's very insulting. Like, you hear people say all the time, never let a person tell you more than once that they don't want you. But us as women, sometimes, unfortunately, we do accept men telling us multiple times that they don't want us. And sometimes it's an ego boost to them, especially if you're dealing with a narcissist. Can we talk about that right now? Hey, what's up, y'all? It's your girl, Sweet Stardom. Welcome back to my channel. And for those of you who are new, welcome to my channel. As you guys know, I do a little bit of everything. I do a podcast, puppet shows, teaching and homeschooling, advice columns. Email me if you have any topics or questions that you would like for me to discuss. I do vlogs, hauls, ASMR sounds. I do it all. A few days ago, I uploaded my first 8-hour video of ASMR. It was just me driving, and it started to do numbers. Like, I really make this content from heart. Like, my quality of my content is from the heart. I actually get in the field. I go out driving. I go to the beach. I go to these places. I don't just pick something off of Google and throw it online. No, this is my real actual content. I own the rights to the sound. I own the rights to the scenery. Just yesterday, I was out there in the rain recording me driving, recording content for you guys. So I really have faith that this channel is going to take off. Like, I'm doing all of this, you guys. So my shirt, by the way, is from my local thrift store, The Village. I think this shirt was like $2. And my hat was free because it was a part of the buy one get one free sale. And of course, you know, I got on pink pants. So yeah, and I got on pink slippers. These are my Victoria's Secrets. I bought these from a thrift shop as well. I think this is like $2. But yeah, y'all. So today I kind of wanted to get on here and say, although I do homeschooling at home, my kids, this is their first year getting put back into regular school. It's kind of like a charter school, but this is their first year getting put back into regular school. It's an institute. And while they're there, I just want to say, I would like to take this time to record real talks with y'all. Like, I just need to talk. I need to vent. And hopefully me venting will help somebody out there, because maybe you guys are going through what I have been through, and maybe, you know, your big sis could give you some advice. So I just wanna, I don't know who this message is for, but it's weighing heavy on my heart. If that man don't want you, sis, let him go. Let him go. Stop chasing him. He is not yours. We do not own anybody. It's very insulting. Like, you hear people say all the time, never let a person tell you more than once that they don't want you. But us as women, sometimes, unfortunately, we do accept men telling us multiple times that they don't want us. And sometimes it's an ego boost to them, especially if you're dealing with a narcissist. Can we talk about that right now? Sometimes it's an ego boost to them to see you still chase them, and they respect you less and less. And to be honest, you guys, that's when we get used for things like our bodies or for our money and etc., things like that. You have to be strong enough to let a person go. First of all, if somebody tell you that they don't want you, you shouldn't want them back, even in the future. But the way that this universe works and God has it set up, if it's meant for you, it will be for you. But don't force it. If it's not God sent, stop trying to force it. And let me be honest, take it a step further. A lot of the men we chase, baby, he ain't even worth it. You know that he's not God sent. You know that he's just gonna make your life worse. You know that he has been making your life worse. He has been setting you back. You know that it's an imbalance in your household whenever he comes around. Even if he is your child father, you know that the kids are less happy when you guys are actually together. Yeah, they can love on mom and dad separately, but underneath the same household, it's chaotic. We need to normalize not staying for the kids. We need to normalize making sure that we're happy and we do what's in the best interest for the kids. Sometimes leaving and separating is in the best interest of the kids. I remember I had a family member and I was having a conversation with him, he was previously married, and he was just talking about sometimes he missed, you know, his wife, and he missed being in the household. And that relationship was very toxic. Toxic to the point where in a lot of scenarios, I used to actually unwillingly get involved. Like, I was the call to come pick me up. She tripping. She called the police on me. She put her hands on me, this, that, and the third. And then I will get in the middle of it. Not me more so getting into it physically involved, but it's just she didn't like when I would pop up at her house, even if it was to give him a ride, my family member. I would firsthand witness a lot of that chaotic stuff. And at one point, she actually put a restraining order on me for always coming to her house to pick him up. Like, I wouldn't argue with her or nothing. One thing I'm not gonna do, I got 2 kids to live for. I'm not gonna go to jail for someone else if it's unnecessary. I know you're gonna continue to go right back to her. I will get you out that jam and be your ride if you need one. But at the same token, me and her not gonna go back and forth. That's your wife, your business. So with that being said, yeah, she was petty. She knew that it was unnecessary, but I did continue on my end to show up at her house. She lied and said other things. And it was just me picking him up, giving him a ride. I really had nothing to do with that at all. But yeah, I said this to say this. I told him that it's best if he's not inside of that household. Yeah, I know you miss the babies. I know that sometimes you miss the privileges that comes with waking up next to a wife every day. But she was not wife material for you. She wasn't. They were on 2 separate paths. And sometimes we just have to realize that. And I even went through situations in the past where I have 2 kids and I have 2 child fathers. That's not a secret. I had my first child. I got pregnant when I was 17 years old. And then when my second child, I got pregnant when I was 20. I don't know why, but I used to be so obsessed over these men. I did. And that's the crazy part. Looking back on it as a 30-year-old woman, I was tripping. I should have let him go a long time ago. No, I shouldn't have been doing all the chasing. I knew, looking back on it, that those relationships, neither one of them was gonna work. Out of respect for my children, I won't go too much into details, but their fathers was cheaters, etc. And I should have known better than to chase and chase and chase. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm getting over my cold. It's not that I'm crying. I promise you I ain't crying over these dudes. I'm just sick and I'm trying to hold it together. That's how much I care about my content. I'm trying to like do a video. So I have to keep cutting and jumping the scenes because I'm coughing, and I just got out the hospital 2 weeks ago because it was like a viral infection. I had vlogged about that as well. So I just think it's coming back. Switching my kids to the institute, I feel like they're getting sick more often, and I think my immune system is actually weaker, so it's coming on to me too, but that's a part of being mama bear. So I just stay medicine up, keep them medicine up, and we'll just do what we gotta do for right now. My goal one day is to rural school, to go back to taking them out, and I'm gonna travel the world and teach them things as we go. I know I'm more than capable of doing that. I am a former educator, and I'm waiting for this YouTube channel to take off. I know social media is where it's at, and I'm putting my all into it for my babies. So back to my story. Yeah, their fathers were habitual cheaters. Do you want to call it like that? Looking back on it, I see that was not gonna work. Like 30-year-old me look back and be like, yeah, you was young and dumb, sis. Like, you was in love. I see it. But at the same token, you ain't see what I see now. Like, forget everything they did in the middle. I'm talking about how you met them. They wasn't the ones. I see it. And now I feel like that's why certain parents have a discernment to see who's not right for you when you date it and you feel like they tripping. But at the same token, it's like, as an older perspective, you can look at somebody's character and be like, nah, they ain't got it, boo. They ain't got it. Sorry, that ain't gonna work out. Sorry for you. I just wanted to put this message out there, especially for all my ladies. I will do a separate one for fellas too. I did not forget about y'all, and I'm not discriminating against the fellas, nah, because there's some shiesty, grimy females out there. Prime example, the family member I was telling you about when I told him to just let it go. You're better off parenting your kids from outside the actual house. So it goes both ways, and I will do a video. But as far as my ladies go, I'm just speaking on what I went through. If you're not careful, you can let a man take you to the lowest of the low, and you will continue to let him sink you. And you gotta rise above that. You gotta be a mermaid. Don't be the little rock at the bottom of the sea. You trying to be his rock. Okay, can we get into it? Because I'm gonna start preaching to y'all. You trying to focus so much, sis, on being his rock that you don't realize he drowning you. You trying to focus so much on being his rock that you don't realize he putting you at the bottom. You're a bottom feeder. You don't realize that. And you deserve to be a mermaid. You deserve to be able to travel and maneuver. Can we get into it? Because sometimes you could be with a man and you never even experienced traveling. He could bring you down. And it's not even just financially him not contributing to the household, because there are some bad men with good jobs. Ooh, can we get into it? It's the fact of how he makes you feel, and your vibration is so low that you don't feel like doing anything, going nowhere. You better off just being single. You hear them say, I can do bad all by myself. You're legit better off being single than to get held back and sunken down by someone who does not only not respect you, but does not appreciate you, and they let you know that. That is crazy. So I'm going to let you ponder on that. And until next time, I'm going to talk to y'all later. It's your girl, Sweet Stardom. Bye.